years on the east end of Long Island, New York, Riverhead Raceway has been performing under NASCAR sanction, bringing fans the best in short track racing and the interesting sideshows such as you are about to see. Welcome to rollover competition. Hello again, everyone. I'm Bob Varsha, along with Brian Unks. We have warm-ups going out on the racetrack, preparing for something very different. This is not roundy-round racing. We are going to see what people can do, how many times they can go on their heads for a pile of money, and it should be pretty interesting.
Indeed, it should, but we have older vehicles, smaller vehicles. The object is to roll over as many times as you can. Characters out here. Zigzag is the world record holder. He's rolled over 5.5 times, which is incredible, and it should be a great event.
It is not easy, and with more on the technique, here's Mark Garrow.
Well, the idea of the rollover competition is pretty easy. You just come rolling up this ramp about as fast as you can. You've got two wheels, the right sides here, and you get up to the top. It's simple. You catapult yourself off, and you hope you land someplace. Well, actually, in the first row of the grandstands, you can probably win this thing. Now, one of the best at it is Long John Silver. Now, Long John, what makes you crazy enough to do this?
It's just something I grew up with back from '79, you know. This is the thing to do, and I do it.
Back when you were in high school, this is something you guys regularly did on a Friday night?
Saturday night. So
oh, I'm sorry.
Freeport Speedway, yeah, it was every Saturday, rolling cars over.
Now, a great rollover, where would you want to land? I mean, front row of the grandstands, like I said, is that the best way to end the deal?
Yeah, probably in the parking lot, over the wall, through the sign, you know, something like that.
Guys, we're always looking hard for characters in racing. In this rollover competition, they're all a brick shy of a full load. Let's go back upstairs to Bob Varsha.
Thanks, Mark. We'll be back to get things underway at Riverhead in just a moment. Stand by. Welcome back to Riverhead Raceway in Riverhead, New York. Bob Varsha, Brian Ungst with you. We are ready for the first event, rollover competition. And the first man on the track will be Crazy Dave Smith from Ronkonkoma, New York. Before we turn him loose, Brian, let's examine the rules of rollover.
Well, each contestant gets 3 attempts. They must be in succession. The driver heads to the right with the right front wheels. The point system, 1 point for driver's door landing, 2 for the roof, 3 for the passenger door, and 5 for a complete roll that lands on the wheels. Points are accumulated. If you have 2 full rolls, it'll be 10 points. If a car misses the ramp, it's considered an attempt, and a car cannot be pushed to the ramp. However, they can be towed after an attempt out of the dirt.
You must do your 3 attempts in succession. You can't stop, fix up the car, and go again. You have to put it on its wheels and go if the car will. Beautiful day here on the east end of Long Island, just north of the Hamptons Resort Country. And here comes Crazy Dave Smith from Ronkonkoma, New York. Carefully measuring his speed, aiming those right wheels for the ramp, and over he goes onto the roof. Looks like a 2-point roll to me.
A 2-point roll for Crazy Dave. Turning the vehicle back over. See him coming up now to the ramp with the right wheels. And landing on the roof. Wanted to get all the way over, just didn't quite make that turn for the full 5 points.
As you see, the car still functions. So Crazy Dave will take it back out. He's got a left front tire down. Just for a Formula One race, that would be the kiss of death. But as it happens, this is rollover competition. We just keep on trucking.
And that may assist his attempt here to get the full rollover.
That's right. That'll keep that left front corner down. Let's see if he can get a little more rebound over the right wheels this time. And over he goes. No, he missed it.
That is a missed attempt. And he gets 0 points on that attempt.
Well, now the left rear tire is down as well.
The left front is not looking good at all, and he may be done. They're bringing in the tow truck. Let's see whether they can get him going.
Keep in mind, this is a front-wheel drive car, so if that left front or right front gets deranged, that pretty much puts paid to your efforts. Now the man everyone came to see, holder of the world record with 5 1/2 rolls on a single attempt. The points leader in this series from Port Jefferson, New York. This is Charlie Zigzag Soper.
Can he get a 27-pointer in this competition?
1 and 2 in his first roll.
So good opening attempt for Charlie Soper. He'll come up with 10 points. 2 full turns landing on the wheels.
The car continues to run. Let's take another look at that effort.
Zigzag, as they call him, because of his approach. 2 full turns for 10 points. A little damage to the roof.
All right, let's get down to Mark Garrow.
I tell you what, a little note on Zigzag. A lot of these guys are mechanics and truck drivers and just, well, everybody here is on the crazy side. But Zigzag, Charlie Soper, is a tile floor salesman. A real quiet job. And here he is out flipping race cars on purpose.
You bet, and he told you why earlier in the show, Mark. I do it because this is what I do. This car is seriously torn up. He's got 2 attempts to come. I don't really think it's in the car. He's got a lot of points to gain if he's going to move into the lead. In fact, I don't think he can do it with this 1 attempt. He's got to get big points here and keep the car going for a 3rd attempt. There's 5.
It's a 5-pointer. The front left wheel you saw was extremely damaged, really leaning in. Got the 5-pointer. 15 now. What we need to get it. 7-pointer to tie and 8 to take the lead. Looks like he's got the vehicle running for 1 more attempt. Here it comes again. And couldn't get the speed or the angle he wanted because of the damage to the front end, but still a good job to pick up 5 points with a full roll.
Car is rolling with 1 more attempt, and the crowd cheering him on. He leads Slim Jim Donaldson by 55 points in the season standings. Carl Peterson is 3rd, Long John Silver 4th, and Gravel Buxa in 5th.
Car right now really laboring, trying to get some speed up.
He's a good, almost 2 complete rolls. Let's see what he gets. 1.
Yeah, that'll be another 5-pointer, and that'll cap him out at 20. So a good effort for Zigzag, especially considering the condition the vehicle was in after the 1st attempt. See it again, really laboring up here. Tried to gun it there at the end, took a good angle, got it over 1 complete time for another 5-pointer. So his last 2 attempts were 5-pointers. First one was for 10, so he'll finish with 20.
Now our next contestant. This is Doc Doherty from Mineola, New York.
Coming around, generating the speed. Oh, what an effort. 2.5 times around on the roof for the Doc.
Outstanding.
The vehicle looks to be okay. We'll see whether we can get it started. 1 more look at it.
A lot of speed in this attempt.
Took a good angle with that front right side of the vehicle. 2.5 rolls. That'll be our highest score of the event so far.
And you can see the doctor has a degree in marketing. He paints his nickname upside down on the door because he knows that's where he's going to spend most of his afternoon in front of our cameras.
Vehicle up and running. He'll take his 2nd turn. Again, 3 attempts must be in succession if the vehicle makes it through the first couple.
Appears to be another Honda. I wonder if that's the car of choice in rollover competition.
12-point roll.
Smaller vehicles, what makes it roll. Not one big vehicle in this event.
Using very little of the ramp, but getting great roll.
1 3/4 on the door. That'll be another high-scoring roll for the Doc.
That might be all with that car.
1 more look at it. And a good angle, pretty good speed generated despite the damage after the 1st attempt.
We'll take a break and return to Riverhead Raceway for more rollover competition. Stand by for some of the strangest motorsports you've ever seen. We're having a great day here at Riverhead. Welcome back to Riverhead Raceway. Bob Varsha, Brian Unks, Mark Garrow with you. Our next competitor in rollover competition is Vic Jason from North Belmore, New York.
Sick Vic attempting his first. And a great effort in a larger vehicle this time, Bob, but he got it over 1.5 times for a good score. That'll be about a 7-pointer.
For the longer wheelbase. Little Chrysler LeBaron, if I'm not mistaken. Here's another look.
Chrysler coming up. Good angle. One full roll, and they'll take it over another half-time onto the roof for a 7-point score. And he is up and running once again.
So here comes Sick Vic. Big-time speed on the backstretch. Has to hold it through the corner. Now carefully lining up. Green flag waves, all clear. Dug in a little bit at that front left corner. That doesn't help him. He gets over on the passenger side door. That's a 3-point roll.
Didn't quite have the speed coming into the ramp that time because of the damage to the vehicle on the front end. You see the right front end damage. I think it's better if it would be the left front end to get a better angle when he gets over onto the passenger side door for the 3-pointer.
Next up onto the oval, Tom Walkowiak from Mastic, New York, known as the Tomster.
Tomster generating some good speed, a direct line to the ramp.
Trunk lid open for a little extra style. No points for that, however, as he gets a full roll and over onto his roof. A good opening effort.
7 points for the 1.5 rolls for the Tomster. More of a direct line, but it didn't hurt him.
He was leaning way over in the middle of the car, lining up with the ramp.
1.5 turns for the 7 points. It's a good opening effort again for Tom Walkowiak.
Will the car roll under its own power? Oh, now we've got very ominous looking steam coming up from underneath. It'll be an overheating if this were a race. The Tomster, although he may be adding smoke just to add to the show. It appears the car will run. Does it have another pass in it? We may be about to find out. The number to beat, 19 total points. Tomster got off to a good start, but his day may be about to end.
I don't know if he's going to be able to generate any speed right now. He's really struggling to come around with all that smoke coming out of there.
He will wobble to the ramp another time. Give him the points for effort.
Good full turn right there. So that'll pick him up 5 more points.
Yes, sir. A total of 12 for Tom Walkowiak from Mastic, New York. But that, I would guess, is about all that chassis will take. Good example here of how you don't need high speed to get a good roll if you've got that good driving technique.
Good angle right there for the full turn, picking up 5 more points for a total of 12.
Now on the track, Long John Silver from Wantagh, New York, a crowd favorite. Making a caricature of his mother-in-law, I believe, along the back. Here he comes. There he goes. Over he goes. 2 complete and then some.
What an effort by Long John Silver. Landing on the wheels for the extra scoring. Great effort with the dummy hanging out of the back.
Take a look and count him again. Good speed, good technique, catching the ramp just right, getting that big rebound off the right front, and then turning into it to tuck that left front under.
There's one complete roll. Plenty of speed coming off of there. Up again.
Tremendous height between the flips. Tucked down into the defensive driving position. Good score on effort number 1. Now here comes pass number 2 for Long John.
Another great effort by Long John. Again, 2 full turns, landing on the wheels.
So 2 10-point rolls by Long John Silver of Wantagh, New York. Car looking a little bit the worse for wear. Has it got another roll in it? see if he can get the fire started again.
Well, he is our leader now, apparently. One more look at it. Not much damage done after the first 2 complete rolls. The second pass, he gets the same results. Outstanding effort by Long John, landing on the wheels. And he'll try it one more time.
You bet, with his co-pilot hanging precariously out the back. It is a stuffed co-pilot, we should reiterate. Good speed from the somewhat redesigned Honda of Long John Silver. Here he comes, good speed for a wreck. Oh, but he can't get it to turn. But he does take over the lead with 20 points in 2 rolls. John Silver is our new leader.
Great effort by John. I think the front end that time being a little damaged, did not come off the ramp the way he wanted, and he runs over and says hello to Sick Vic over there in the middle of the figure 8 track.
The coup de grace, so to speak. So we have a new leader as we get set for our next contestant. This is Jason Savoy. Oh, I beg your pardon, we've got a change in the order. This is Johnny Dangerously John Hopkins from Ronkonkoma, New York.
And Johnny Dangerously landing on his roof. Had kind of a bad angle, got up there at the last minute and caught an awful lot of the ramp on the right side with the right wheelbase. Really good going for his second pass. He's got an awful lot of this ramp over on the right side. Really did not give him the leverage he needed to lean into it to roll more than once.
Back on all 4 wheels and running, John Hopkins, and Johnny Dangerously will take his next attempt. He needs to score big on this one.
Much better angle.
Oh, you bet.
Look at this, unbelievable. Johnny Dangerously on the wheelbase.
I think he got 3 complete there.
That would be a 15-pointer, excuse me, Bob, if it was 3 complete, and that's the best effort of the day after a disappointing first effort.
Let's take another look at this. The best single roll we've seen thus far. He turns hard into the ramp and gets a great launch, and away she goes.
Generates the speed, the smaller vehicle really flipping over. Wow, what an effort by Johnny Dangerously.
Was that 4?
That may have been 4 complete times. It was.
I think it was.
That's
4.
a 20-pointer then.
And that ties him for the lead with Long John Silver. So he will try desperately to get this car started. Basically, all he has to do is tip it onto its driver's side door, and he has a chance to take the lead. Now, the front left tire is down. The right front corner dangerously stove in, but here he comes.
Can he generate the speed? It looks like he's doing okay so far.
As long as nothing breaks on the way to the ramp. John Hopkins has a shot at the lead right here. Oh, turn it in. Oh, he misses the ramp entirely.
That is an attempt. I think he got 2 points on his first attempt. He landed on his roof, so that would put him in the lead, I believe, if he got 20 for the second.
Well, we'll take a timeout to check our scoring and be back to Riverhead Raceway in Riverhead, New York for more of our rollover competition. Stand by. Now, our next scheduled competitor should be Jodi Taylor from Huntington Station, New York. And he now gets the green light to roll out.
Up next from Huntington, it will be Jodi Taylor.
Jodi Taylor coming around, generating a lot of speed.
Gets 1.5 and 2 complete rolls. That's worth 10 points.
Good effort by Jodi. Looks like the vehicle's still in pretty good shape. They need the record to push him with the jump start to continue on.
Getting to get a little rutted in our impact area. That may help somebody who can hit the ruts just right.
Jodi hitting the ramp. A lot of speed, took a pretty good angle, 2 complete turns for 10 points, and on his way for his second pass.
Building speed on the backstretch. Want to come high through this corner. Take it right out to the wall to get that wide entry. Green flag waves. Here he comes. Wheels singing, and over he goes. There's one. There's two.
And the passenger door, possibly. So that is 10 plus another 3. So a 13-point effort if they give him the passenger door. And he could be our leader right now. If they don't, it'll be tied.
There's 1, 2, and that moves him into a tie for the lead.
So he didn't have the real spectacular effort that Hopkins had for the 20-pointer, but he's had 2 solid efforts, and he's going to go around one more time. And if he just scores a single point with this one, he will gain the lead. Could not get the turning radius there.
I would imagine it's probably modified just a little bit after the abuse these guys put on these cars.
His vehicle appears to still be running fairly well.
So all he has to do is get to the ramp, get it up on the driver's side door, and he will move into the lead. Let's see if Jodi Taylor can make it and what he can make of it.
Here we go. Heading for the ramp. It is Jodi Taylor.
Pretty good speed by Taylor. No, he does not get anything, and he will remain tied. Disappointing final effort for Jodi Taylor after 2 solid efforts of 10 and 12 on his first 2 tries.
Well, there you are. Taylor and Johnny Dangerously Hopkins are tied. Zigzag third in a tie with Long John Silver for 4th. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Riverhead Raceway. Here are the final results of our rollover competition. Jodi Taylor and Johnny Dangerously Hopkins tie with 22 points apiece. Charlie Zigzag Soper and Long John Silver tied for 3rd with 20 points. And Doc Docherty finished with 19. Let's get down now to Mark Garrow standing by with our winners.
I've seen a lot of crazy things, guys, but I think I've seen it all now. Jodi Taylor, you tied for the win. Now, they had a trophy and a checkered flag, so instead of fighting things out and sawing things in half, you took the checkered flag. You could have won this thing on the last rollover, but didn't catch it.
Yeah, that rocked my world, those 2 rolls like that. I never did that many. I'm shaking up. I'm a hurting unit. To thank Fairfield Auto Body and Atlantic Auto Wrecking for helping me out, and it's good fun. Good fun.
What do you do inside the car to try to protect yourself once the car starts going over and over and over?
Just hold on. I got double seat belts and stuff like that. Hold on and close your eyes.
This guy, when he got out of his car, he was shaking his head like, ugh, I don't know what happened to me here. Johnny Dangerously, Jodi's a big guy. You're just a little guy, and you didn't even have to fight to get the trophy.
No, I didn't. It's the first thing I ever won in my life, and I've been working for this about 7 years, doing all different type of racing, from demos and Doros and rollovers, and man, this feels good.
Let's talk about your rollover. You had the most spectacular roll of the day. I mean, you had the big one.
I know, I felt it too, and I held on. I was going and going and going. I was yahoo, man. It was great. Woo!
I tell you what, his wife thinks he's crazy. She's absolutely, positively right on the numbers.
That's why I got the name Johnny Dangerously.
That's why he's Johnny Dangerously. Bob Varsha.
All right, thank you, Mark. I'm Bob Varsha for Brian Ungst and Mark Garrow. Thanks for being with us on this Labor Day weekend. So long for now from Riverhead Raceway on Long Island.